Okay, so unfortunately I have some bad news. Not very bad, but still bad. My PC died. Well, it's not fully dead, more like partially dead. Let's say it was clinically dead for several hours. As I tried to turn it on today in the morning, the circuit breakers flew out. So I wanted to push them back in. There were some nice sparks and stuff, and they flew out right again. So I went to my PC, unplugged it, went back to the circuit breaker box and pushed them back in. This time they stayed in. So I thought, yeah, problem solved. But as I went to my PC again to turn it on, nothing happened. So I had to do some troubleshooting. Fortunately, I had some leftover parts from my old PCs. And long story short, I found the faulty components. The power supply fried and 2 RAMs fried. Fortunately, I had an old power supply from my old PC, so I could get it back running again, but now I only have 8 GB of RAM left. In addition to that, I dismantled the power button, because at first I thought it was actually the button shortening out or just not working properly. So now, whenever I want to turn on the PC, I actually have to hotwire it. Which is kinda cool if you think about it, but it's only cool if you do it the first time. After that, it becomes really annoying, I can tell you. The worst part of all this is, I could of course just buy some new RAMs, but the problem is any other components might bite the dust at any moment now, especially the power supply, because while it is a stronger one, this one I have in now has 750, and the old one that fried actually just had 600 watts. But the biggest problem is the power supply that is in now is actually even older. It's probably like 15 years old or so. So the power supply that fried and the RAMs, they are actually also very old. Let me do some calculations. Yeah, it was a really long time ago when I built my PC, around 12 years ago. Exactly. So the problem is the main board and also the processor is also very old, and yeah, they might also breathe their last breath pretty soon. What I mean is, I actually have to start building a new PC from scratch. Starting with a new housing, obviously, because this one is literally held together by duct tape and shit. Of course, it's cool that the main board did not fry, because this is what I anticipated at first, but I can't just buy a new processor and put it in there, because this one is old as fuck, and if I buy a new generation processor, it will probably not fit. So as I said, while I am kinda good now, it will be really hard to make videos because with only 8 GB of RAM, yeah, while playing games might still be okay, editing stuff requires way more resources. So it's going to be a real pain in the ass. So yes, obviously at some point I have to start building a new PC completely from scratch, which will of course be expensive. I know I said I need a new PC, but I didn't mean it like that. Building a completely new rig from scratch will probably require like, I don't know, 1.5k euros, maybe more, if it's supposed to be a good one. So what I'm trying to say is, of course I'm going to continue making videos and stuff, but yeah, it's going to be a bit harder now. At least until I manage to get a new rig together, which will probably take a while. Obviously I need a really cool one with RGB and water cooling. No, actually no, that's just stupid, you know. I'm not a fan of water cooling at all. It's all for the looks in my opinion. Besides, the problem is distribution. Sure, it is efficient, but you need to bring the cooling effect to the components. You leave it to the processor, obviously, but what about the graphics card? Graphics cards obviously have their own fans, so you would have to remove the fans and then somehow bring the water cooling to it. And even then, you can't bring the cooling effect everywhere. You'll still need some fans to circulate the air through the whole housing thing. So yeah, in my opinion, it's just for show, you know? If you want to sit there and jerk off to your PC going all woo, flashy lights and stuff. Water cooling effect. Oh my god, I paid 2,000 for this PC. PC Master Race, ooh, I'm booming. Am I right? But jokes aside, as I said, it will probably be a while till I have a juicy and beefy rig again. So if anybody wants to help out, you don't have to, of course, but if you do, make sure to contact me on my business email. Do not do this through YouTube or Patreon, because that way a big part of the money will be gone for nothing. But yeah, anyways, as I said, I just wanted to give you a small update. In case you wonder why my videos aren't coming out regularly as they used to, yeah, come to think of it, I did this in the past too, even without announcing it or telling you why. Maybe this is why my channel is doing so bad. Yeah, maybe I should really make some more video logs. So it's actually my own fault. Yeah, I think a bit more transparency is better. You know, in case I actually have some alive fans left. It's like a total graveyard here. But yeah, it's cool. And with that said, I would say Ikari signing off. Thank you all for watching, and I hope we can see each other in many more future videos.